You gave great hope to a lot of people in the gay community in America when you embraced the President's promise of ending Don't Ask, Don't Tell. And now there's a bit of a backlash because of the letter you sent to Congress saying, we need time, we need to survey our troops, you have to give us until this survey is done, let us get feedback from the men and women of the military, then we will move forward. A lot of people think that you're somehow trying to stall or push this off. Maybe you have some idea of delaying it till after the election when there might be less support to do it in the Congress. What do you say to those critics?
I know there are some that are suspicious out there that this is some kind of effort to slow roll this process. I've led several huge public institutions, and I've led change in every one of them. And there's a smart way to do change, and there's a stupid way to do change. This one has to be done smart. And I think it's only fair, as we get ready to make this change, that we give our force the opportunity to tell us how they feel about it, for us to find out their concerns, for us to identify the challenges we're going to face if Congress does change the law, and how we will go about doing that, and how we will mitigate negative consequences by what we hear from the force. And so I've said this is not about whether, but about how. And that continues to be our position. Frankly, I believe to legislate before this review is done would send a very negative signal to men and women in uniform that their views on this and how it should be done don't matter. And I think that's a very bad signal. I want to do this right. I want to do it in a way that makes as little impact on the readiness and capability of our forces as possible in the middle of two wars. So I really feel very strongly about this review process and about doing this change smart.
Did the politics ever come up in the conversation with the President about this, in the sense where he says, I got it, Bob, I understand, I completely respect the process you're going through, and I suspect he thinks it's the right process, but he's getting hammered from the left on this. Does that ever come up at all?
No, and my position with everybody on this has been very clear from the very beginning, with the Congress, with the President, and so on. And I support this change, but it needs to be done in a way that has the least possible impact on our military.